¿Qué pasa, amigos? My name is Ash, and today I want to talk to you about something that may be a bit controversial. Something that some people may see as immoral, while others may see it as a great opportunity to take advantage of a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has likely, in their opinion, screwed them over in more than one way. I've had my reservations about this particular method as well, but ultimately it's something that I have done more than a few times in the past, and it's something I'll let you be the judge or the beneficiary of. This will probably be a relatively short video, but it's a topic that I thought many of you would find interesting, and a topic I kind of wanted to bring attention to because it's a sort of loophole that basically allows players the chance to essentially get unlimited free 1-week rentals. I would also like to tie this into a recent report that has been released by Gamestop that is reporting on their financial health and future viability, and this story is a direct tie-in to what I want to talk about today. Anyway, so as everyone knows, Gamestop is the largest retailer dedicated to video game hardware and accessory sales in the United States. They are a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has been a staple in the gaming community for basically my entire life. And for about a decade now, there has been this method that has been developed by one of my gaming friends on basically how to get free used games from GameStop. As many of you probably know, GameStop has a 1-week return policy for used games. This is a full refund for any used game returned before the 7 days expires. So for you hardcore gamers, you can rent out a short single-player game, grind it out, and return it for a full refund in 7 days. But for those who need a bit more time and don't mind the runaround, a friend of mine was known to return the game at one store, then drive to another nearby store and pick up that exact same game and restart the cycle once again. This can be done immediately, so you can essentially get games from GameStop for free. It can be a bit of a runaround, but it will definitely be worth saving the $40 or $50 at the end of the day. By company policy, the employees cannot question any of the returns or purchases you are making. They may ask you why you're returning a game, but they cannot refuse a used game return or sale for any reason. So honestly, if you have the balls to go through with it, you can return that used game, then literally buy another copy from them in that same trip. I mean, they may look at you funny and know what you're doing, but there is nothing they can do to stop you. I've personally never returned and purchased the same game at the same store, but I have done my fair share of 1-week free rentals. It's a great thing to do when there is that inevitable dry period for gaming over the summer. I always made a list of used games I wanted to rent out and would play them over that week and return them. While I never purchased the same game 2 weeks in a row, I have gone back and picked up another game a week or two later to finish it off. So that is the little scheme that I have done before. Some of you may not like it, and some of you may go try it out for yourselves tomorrow. I truly am interested as to how everyone feels about this subject, but before we end the video, I did want to tie in a very relevant story, and it's a subject I have talked about in a previous video as well. So if you find the future death of GameStop topic interesting, and everything that will go into their eventual downfall, I'll post the link for that video in the description below if you want to dive a bit deeper into that subject. Anyway, GameStop recently released their reports on the overall sales for the company, and it looks grim. And recently, the outlook for their company has gotten even worse. But first, let's briefly talk about the numbers we saw from that report. For the last fiscal year, GameStop reported pre-owned software sales plummeted 12%. GameStop's main business plan is that they flourish on the trade-in and sale of used games and consoles. And if people like me in the past are utilizing these free game rental tricks, in addition to the digital uprising, the GameStop business model, much like other retailers, are in real trouble. But the biggest news is since the release of that sales report at the beginning of April, the stock for GameStop has plummeted almost 30%. At the end of the day, GameStop will go away at some point because the middleman in the gaming industry will no longer be needed, as developers and publishers can just throw their games directly onto digital gaming stores and call it a day. So what I'm really trying to say with this small story is you won't have too much longer to take advantage of this little rental trick, so do it while you can. GameStop will fail anyway, so it's a guilt-free move, right? Well, you let me know and we can talk about it. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Make sure you hit like, click or tap that subscribe button to become the heart of this gaming channel, and be a part of the conversation in the comments below by telling everyone how you feel about any and all of today's information. And for more gaming analysis, news, reviews, and opinions, stay here on Ash Heart. And as always, thanks for watching.